All right, so just thought I would make a quick video for everybody that has a 2020 Giant electric bike. This is a Rain and wants to de-restrict it using that magnet trick that can be done on older bikes. The magnet sensor on older bikes is somewhere around here, but in 2020 they seem to have moved it to be integrated into the rear triangle here. And I already pulled it out, but you can see kind of it's recessed in this little spot here. And this is the actual sensor itself. And you can't actually feed the sensor back up through the triangle. You have to open up the whole motor compartment here and disconnect it. So I've already done so. Disconnect it from this guy. So I had to pull off the right side cover here, pulled off the crank, pulled off the right side cover. There's a top cover as well. You can see this stuff is sitting here. And then I pulled off this cover, which gave me access to this wire. It was sitting right about here-ish. Pulled this out, disconnected it, pulled the whole wire through the rear triangle and out this side. So now what I'm going to do is basically just zip tie this bad boy here, maybe find some really rugged two-sided tape, stick it there, and where's my crank arm? Here it is. Theoretically that will reach, and I'll just put the magnet. So there was a magnet on the actual disc on this bike. Pulled it off already. Where did I put it? Here it is. This guy right here was mounted on the disc. So I'm going to mount this, then again just zip tie it up somehow to the back of the crank here. It's actually such a strong magnet, it's just sticking there anyway, but I'll definitely zip tie it or whatever. And then I should have a de-restricted Giant. So I'm gonna do all that stuff, pause this video, and come back to you in a minute once all this is done, and hopefully my bike still works. Okay, so I tested it. This method seems to work a treat. So my first sort of setup with the sensor pointing outward right here wasn't working because the tolerance is just too tight. So I tried putting the sensor back a little further with the magnet further forward. I don't know if you can see, but the magnet's mounted right there. That didn't work. You know, the bike would still work, but it would cut out around 15-ish miles an hour, and there was a red light blinking up here indicating some sort of error, presumably a magnet read error. But I mounted the sensor, if my camera would focus, here on top of the chainstay with the magnet right there, and it works great. So I haven't done a real top speed test yet, but we can give it